We have a first alert weather day coming our way for tomorrow as we deal with some light scattered freezing rain and freezing drizzle. Now it's very limited amounts of precipitation and we're not expecting much more than a couple hours where we're dealing with some ice. But only a little bit of ice can make a big difference when you're driving on road surfaces. So winter weather advisories are up pretty much for everyone here in Western Mass, to our west, our south, our north, and even all the way out east toward Boston. Even though they're expecting incredibly light amounts, all you need is a trace of ice, and that leads to accidents. So we've got a first alert weather day. It's mostly tomorrow morning. I think we'll start seeing some wintry precipitation around maybe 4 a.m. and it will continue out through the morning, scattered at times, and then eventually will change over to just a plain rain. However, you may not even notice the difference because freezing rain looks just like regular rain until it hits the ground and starts forming a glaze of ice. So that's the biggest concern. Black ice forming on roads, a glaze to 1/10 of an inch expected, slippery and icy travel, and also sidewalks, walkways, just going down your driveway, out your front door. You could definitely slip and fall, so you want to make sure that you're a little extra cautious tomorrow morning if you're headed out early. So I show this usually every year. When we have rain, we have warm air from the cloud to the ground. When we have freezing rain, we have just a little bit of cold air trapped at the surface and a ton of warm air all the way up to the cloud. That cold air at the surface allows that falling rain to freeze on contact. When we start talking about sleet, that is the ice that you see falling from the sky. This is when you have a lot more cold air from the ground up and a little bit of warm air closer to the cloud base. And then, of course, when it snows, you have cold air from the ground all the way up to the cloud tops. Now, when you have sleet falling, you hear it, you see it, looks like little chunks of ice falling out of the sky. You'll see it accumulate too, almost looks like snow. Freezing rain is sneaky though. You may not even realize it is freezing until you walk outside and feel that porch railing or step out onto your front porch steps and, maybe slide halfway down the driveway. So that's what we'll be dealing with tomorrow for at least a couple of hours. Then we start warming back up and we'll just go over to all rain. That's going to continue for the next couple of days. It's a big storm system coming our way. We have just a little piece of it coming in for tomorrow morning. Right now, just some increase in cloud cover. It's cold too. Temperatures will bottom out early tonight, maxing out or bottoming out with our lows, I would say low 20s, not long after midnight. Then as the cloud cover really thickens up, temperatures will start to climb. But as wet weather approaches and we're in the 20s, that will certainly be freezing rain. We'll continue dealing with freezing rain showers throughout Saturday morning, and eventually the valley will start climbing back above freezing. But the hills should get above freezing first. Valley usually takes a little bit longer, but eventually mid-30s will be seen by the early afternoon. Then just cloudy, foggy as we continue out through tomorrow evening with more showers possible for early Sunday. So you can see just very minor amounts here. We're talking a glaze, a few hundredths of an inch of ice, and the valley is most likely to have those slippery conditions. Then we're tracking some heavier rainfall. Plus, temperatures are going to soar into the 40s and 50s for Sunday afternoon out through Monday. Monday morning, some heavier rain comes through, some downpours. We could even pick up around an inch. And we keep that warm and unsettled pattern through New Year's Day. Another round of rain approaching after 7 p.m. New Year's Eve. So yeah, it is looking a little dreary for New Year's Eve. Wednesday, we have periods of rain, and then it's breezy, dry, and colder as we head toward the first weekend of the new year. Abby?